Hey everyone, this is Gigapatrick back for episode 7, or Spreading a Plague number 7. Before I start another two-man, I want to talk a little bit about, just some thoughts I've been having, especially about my last match and about the online meta versus the paper meta. So, as you can see here, I had 16 tickets, now I'm at 14. But, so, you know, after reviewing my last match against this kind of Jund Lands build, I kind of looked and saw a whole lot more play mistakes than I thought I had made while during the actual match, while I was playing the actual match. Especially that last game, I definitely think I should have mauled to 5. I did think we were going to time out, and I thought I was going to lose the time. I didn't think that he could actually get the worm harvest thing going as quickly as he did. And he even messed around a little bit with Flame Jab. I should have mauled to a hand with Extirpate in it. I definitely think that was a mistake. Also, the biggest mistake was when I F6'd drawing Extirpate. I drew Extirpate when he had Life from the Loam in the graveyard. If I don't know that it would have made a difference, but maybe if I had not stupidly F6'd, I could have Extirpated his Life from the Loam, and maybe that would have meant fewer lands in his graveyard when he goes for Worm Harvest. And maybe that means he times out and I win. So I definitely think I made several play mistakes, which are kind of embarrassing when you review it and you see, whoa, I really did make some mistakes. But hopefully, I mean the point, one thing to take away from losing is hopefully something that you can learn. And in this case, I learned that I when I try to play fast, I play worse. And maybe that's just common sense, but I think that's definitely true that I play worse. And I was thinking about the match, and I've played this same guy several times. That was the first time on camera, but I've played him, I think, 4 times. I beat him the first time I played him when I was trying out Tombstalker in my board, and which kind of makes me think, what should be the differences in my online deck. What should the differences be between my online deck list and my paper deck list? In paper, I feel like there are so few of these types of matches, like lands, or even miracles. I don't feel like there's that much of in paper. It happens. So obviously, I feel like there's less combo in paper, less control in paper, and more Delver decks. So I think the list I have right here that you're looking at right here is perfectly set up to beat a Delver deck. However, online, when there's a lot more combo and a lot more control, I think maybe I could tune this a little bit better. To the online meta. So what I was thinking about was taking out a Toxic Deluge from main deck. I haven't had any it's hard to say whether this Toxic Deluge has been anything because I haven't found any matchups. I haven't gone up against any matchups where Toxic Deluge would be especially good. So what I was thinking of doing was taking out a Toxic Deluge, taking an Ensnaring Bridge out of the board, Actually, these were my thoughts. Taking out 3 ensnaring bridges out of the board, putting into the board this main deck Toxic Deluge, 1 more Toxic Deluge, and a Tombstalker, and then putting into the main board another Tombstalker for these types of more control-ish or combo matchups. Problem with that is I definitely think that Toxic Deluge is the best black sweeper that has been printed. I can't think of one that is better. You know, Damnation gets creatures, but it costs 1 more mana. And then there are other ones like Drown in Sorrow, Infest, things like that, which only get creatures with 2 toughness. And maybe with Toxic Deluge, you are only going to be trying to do creatures with 2 toughness, but the fact that you can get creatures with 3 or more toughness does make it better. Problem is, right now I only own 1 Toxic Deluge online because they're expensive, and I remember right when this Commander set came out, I was trying to get him. I kept looking, and I couldn't find any. So for this 2-man, I don't think. I think for this 2-man, I'm going to do something like this. Add a Tombstalker to the deck. Add 1 to the sideboard. Return Ensnaring Bridge. I love Ensnaring Bridge. I think it's phenomenal. I think it's just great. And then for another sweeper, I really wish I had another Toxic Deluge. I don't, so I'm going to try an Infest. You know, my only foil. So, you know, I think it's okay to go from 8 Swarm Answers, including 1 main deck, to only 6 with this, only 6 overall sweepers. For the online meta. So going down from 4 Plagues, 3 Bridges, and a Toxic Deluge to 4 Plagues and Infest and a Toxic Deluge. And obviously this Infest here should be a Toxic Deluge, right? Or a Drown in Sorrow. It should certainly be Drown in Sorrow. Right now I could, I suppose, go and try to find one. And maybe I should before I try this. But I'm going to start a 2-man in a little bit. And it's going to be something like this. Just because more and more I think about it, I feel like the online meta, you know, I need these Tombstalkers as just a way to go up against those decks that don't care about Innocent Blood or even some of the, you know, or Curse Scroll or anything like that. That's what I, you know, because against that lands guy, Curse Scroll and Innocent Blood were just awful cards. So I'm going to pause this and start a 2-man shortly. So, see you in a little bit. Hey, looks like we're back. So I did end up making the changes. I got a Toxic Deluge, and I took out the Ensnaring Bridges because Tombstalker and Ensnaring Bridge, there's too much anti-symmetry. Of course, then I thought about it. What if I'm facing Sneak and Show? You know, so I don't know if I like this build now that I think about it. but I'm going to, I'm going to try it for this tournament. Let's see, got a Curse Scroll and a Liliana. And I'm going second. I got a Mishra's Factory. Maybe I don't like this hand. I like having Lily, but I think I have to mulligan, unfortunately. Yeah, this is better. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. Let's see what this is. See what I'm playing against. Thoughtseize. Okay, well, I don't know what it'll take. I'd guess Lily, but depends on what he's on. Maybe Hymn to Turok. I wonder if this is a Esper Stoneblade. So he takes Hymn to Turok, which could indicate that he's actually on a combo deck. The fact that he didn't take Lily means that he's got a Force of Will or Daze. I think I'm gonna have to wait here, because if he has it, I'm okay with Dark Ritualing into a Liliana if he forces it, but if he dazes it and I can't pay, that's a way different story, because that I 2-for-1 myself. Dark Ritual into Lily that gets forced is a 1-for-1 trade, 1-to-1 ratio, and I'm okay with that. So we'll see. We'll see what he's on. Ponder. Bloodstained Mire. I keep forgetting to say hello and good luck. Okay. So we'll try it this time. Of course, now he can Spell Pierce it. Okay. I think I'll just discard Urborg, since I have an extra one. He's got Bayou. I feel like this is Bug Delver or something. I don't feel like this is combo, but I would have thought that he would have had something out by now. So question is, do I want to play Curse Scroll and maybe have to discard something that I don't want to next turn? I think I can wait a turn on the Curse Scroll. Because I don't know whether he's on what he's on. So, Tropical. So this is, I'm not sure. Abrupt Decay. What are you doing? Deathrite Shaman. Okay, so this is like a bug deck. Okay. Yeah, gonna have to. I had to smallpox here. Get rid of Sinkhole, yeah. So he's got one card in hand, and I've got a Curse Scroll, and I need lands. And he just has Sylvan Library, which is very bad for me. Very bad. So I don't feel hopeful right now. I don't feel hopeful right now. The Deathrite Shaman. Thoughtseize takes my him, which at this point, I mean, it's not great for him. Swamp, okay. I mean, I can reasonably expect to draw lands, but he can reasonably expect to get an Abrupt Decay with his Sylvan Library, so. You know, Sylvan Library is just definitely a tough card for me to deal with. Sinkhole, his Underground Sea. I mean, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, maybe it could mean the difference in him getting something out or not, you know. So. I'd like him to not get anything here. No land, no creature, and for me to top deck Smallpox. That would be excellent. We'll see, he attacks me. So that means he's... Okay. Lily. Okay. Need a land. Any land in my deck for that Liliana. But if I do draw a land, I'll Curse Scroll the Deathrite Shaman. So, you got a land, puts out a Delver. So, I really want to draw a land, because if I do, excellent. So, Mishra's Factory. The question is, do I Curse Scroll now or later? I think I go ahead and Curse Scroll Deathrite Shaman right now, so he has one less creature, one less mana to use on his turn. So he's gonna hit me for 2, which is fine. Liliana of the Veil gets Deathrite Shaman. And if he flips that Delver, it's not that big of a deal. He does with a Daze, which, you know, I'm happy to know that he has a Daze so that I can play around it. I mean, I wonder what he... I hope... Oh. Okay, that's awesome. He doesn't get another creature, which means before I draw, in case I don't draw land, I'm going to kill his Delver, his Insectile Aberration right now. So that I stay... Okay. I drew a Dark Ritual, so should be able to cast Lily next turn. Of course, with a deck that has Abrupt Decay, I kind of feel like maybe I want to... maybe I want to... maybe I want to wait until he has a creature out. Oh. No, I think I'm just going to go for Lily right here. And if he has a Force or a Spell Pierce, he has Force. Okay, so that was fine. So we're going to start trying to kill him. I definitely like my previous build better against this deck, but let's see. So he's got Sylvan Library. So he doesn't keep it. Okay. He only takes one card. I wonder what that one card is going to be. Abrupt Decay on Curse Scroll. That's good for him. Do I want to play Nethervoid here? That's... I feel like I should, but I don't necessarily know that the board is neutral. With that Sylvan Library he's got on top, I mean... And then I could end with that Sylvan Library he's got. This is a very tough decision. Very tough. See, if he gets one more land and a Delver, you know, I might be able to race him. If he gets two more lands and a Tarmogoyf, that's not looking good. I mean, I have to assume that he's going to bring a creature out next turn. I'm going to go for it. Maybe it's the wrong play. Maybe it's the wrong play, but I feel like I need to. I mean... We'll see. We'll see whether that's the right play or not. You know, I feel like a lot of these matches I've been winning on the back of Nethervoid. Of course, Nethervoid is not great in this tempo or aggro based matchup. So he doesn't... Oh, and he misses a land drop. That's great for me. Of course. then I draw Lily. So one thing Abrupt Decay cannot do is hit a Mishra's Factory. Can only hope that he keeps missing land drops. Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, planar board. He's already got enough black, so... And what's great about this, now he's at 4, so he can't draw 2 cards. Mutavault. So I could sinkhole here, but I think as long as I just hit him with Mishra's Factory here, I can attack with both Mutavault and Mishra's Factory next turn. Even if he gets a Delver, he still loses. Wasteland. So that would have saved him. I would have saved him from losing if he had gotten it. So I'm just going to attack with a Mishra's Factory and a Mutavault. Declare attackers. Okay. Alright. So as you can see, this is what I did. I took out 3 Ensnaring Bridges and the Toxic Deluge out of the main board to put 2 Toxic Deluge and a Tombstalker into the board and 1 Tombstalker into the main board. So, what don't we like in this matchup? Nether Void. So we'll take out a Sinkhole for a second Crucible since he's totally non-basic. We like 2 Toxic Deluge. We like all that discard because he's got counter spells, and you want counter spells against, or you want discard against counter spells. Now, I mean, I feel like there's one of these Bug Delver players who's also got like 2 Jace in the board, which is horrifying. I wonder if I need to... I think I'm not going to bother with the Pithing Needles this time around. Sometimes I bring Pithing Needle in to name Deathrite Shaman, sometimes Extirpate for Abrupt Decay. Now I'm not gonna do that until I see what he's playing. I see more of his deck. Alright. I think this is a keepable hand. I'm on the draw, so I should get another skull. I feel like this is a keepable hand. in first turn Inquisition. Duress. So he can take Deluge, Inquisition, or Lily. I wonder what he thinks about that Tombstalker. That 1/0 Tombstalker I've got. So he takes Lily. And there's that swamp. Oh, okay. I'll take his ponder. So, you know, many people keep land heavy hands just as he did against Pox. I don't really feel that it's that... I mean, I understand the impulse to do that. To feel like, you know, we're no good and Pox isn't operating if it can't deprive you, but Swamp. No need to put out Mishra Factory right now. So 8. Doomstalker cost 8. 6 right now. With the Dark Ritual in hand, he costs 5. So he'll probably go after Tombstalker because I could cast it next turn. And I would. I have no reason to suspect. Yeah. He takes Tombstalker. Lily. I'm going to play Factory. Dark Ritual right here in case he's got a fetch. Or in case he's got days. He doesn't. Now here's the deal. Do I get rid of Deluge or Swamp? I think I played that wrong. I shouldn't have put down Mishra's Factory. I'm actually going to now wait a turn because I don't want to discard my Swamp. I think I made a mistake playing it there. I could have waited a turn. So right now, if he chooses to Abrupt Decay, then it doesn't, it's not, it's a 1 for, okay. So Wasteland. I wonder what to do here. Okay. I'm going to discard Swamp now. And play a Wasteland. I'm not going to... Wasting something right now doesn't do anything exactly. So I probably should have attacked with Mishra's Factory. I'm not playing right. I mean, I assume he Wastelands with Factory. Yeah, I assume he Wastelands Factory if I attack with it. So maybe I don't. Maybe I just hang on to it for a bit. And just wait a second. So he got rid of Thoughtseize. Now I'm gonna wait. I don't feel like I should attack with Factory. He just wastes it, and if I can hold on to it for a second in case I need the mana, then that seems decent. Steinmeier. Tarmogoyf. Okay. Seems great that I can make him sack his Tarmogoyf. Here I will now attack with the factory because I drew that swamp. So then, you know. Okay, he wastes. I go to main. I play the swamp. I mean, I don't feel like Toxic Deluge is going to be extremely necessary this game. But I would rather keep it in my hand instead of a swamp. Spell Pierce. I would like to draw a Crucible of Worlds. That'd be pretty nifty. I mean, I can only assume that he's going to draw into an Abrupt Decay soon. Alright. Maybe he just did. Yeah. He just did. And that's okay. I don't need Dark Ritual. I would like Crucible of Worlds. That'd be an excellent draw. So I've got some. I don't think he's going to kill me anytime soon. Of course, if he's brought in Jace, you know, I'm probably totally squashed. Okay, I mean, I've got answers to his creatures. We just need to draw some kind of lock piece. Okay. He's got Tombstalker, which is fine. Because I have a lot of stuff to deal with that. Okay, so okay, so okay, Abrupt Decays, Curse Scroll. Swamp. I would really like to draw Mishra's Factory would be fine because then I could waste his Wasteland before I play. However, I think I'll use a Toxic Deluge on that because it costs 1. And I don't think there's any point where I'm going to, well, okay. Innocent Blood. I'm going to use Innocent Blood. Huh. I mean, F6ing is dangerous, but I don't have any plays on his turn. I just gotta remember not to F6 through my own turn. Delver. Ponder. I will pay 1 life to get rid of that Delver. Let's Inquisition. If he's got some kind of counterspell. Oh, he's playing. Yes, I'm gonna Smallpox to get rid of that Deathrite Shaman. Sack a Swamp. Still want that Wasteland. Okay. Maybe. Wonder why he thought. Why. Okay. Him. Do I wait? I assume he's got plenty of cards in his graveyard for Tarmogoyf. Or for. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a second. On that him. He's only got 1 card in hand. I'd like to get 2 with it, to be honest. That means I can pay for Spell Pierce. So he's got Disfigure, Misty Rainforest. Liliana. He's seen 3 Abrupt Decays. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Toxic Deluge. Hopefully he doesn't have a 4th Abrupt Decay. He really does. Huh. That is awful. That's very awful for me. Because I just 2 for 1 myself. I really didn't think that he would see all 4 of his Abrupt Decays. You know? That's a bummer. Major bummer. Well, that's decent. That's very decent. So, you know, we're okay. As long as he doesn't draw a Tarmogoyf, something that's, or Tombstalker, something that's out of range of, maybe he did. Why do 2 to me now? Just because you can? Okay. F6 through the rest of my turn. F6 through his turn. He Pithing Needle's Cursed Scroll. Yep. Okay. Smallpox. Gonna hold on to it. I sure could use Crucible of Worlds. It'd be awful if he had a Spell Pierce. He doesn't. He had a Daze, so. Alright. I mean, I need to make sure that he has less time than me. Could use Crucible Worlds to close out this game. Crucible. Wasteland. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and waste his Underground Sea. Just F6. F6 till the beginning of my turn. Okay. F6. F6. Delver of Secrets. Okay. Hope I can get something. I don't want to go to time again. So, disfigure. I see. Tax. I want something great. Crucible of Worlds. Okay. So, I need to race him, I think. Or try to. Maybe that was the wrong play. Maybe I wanted Wasteland there. I'm at 10. Alright. Let's play a Wasteland. Waste him off green. I really don't want him to have Force of Will. He doesn't. So he can play his Disfigure or not. He doesn't. Okay. Okay, he disfigures at the end. His turn. I think I should be okay. I think we have enough time to secure the win with a Waste Lock, and then go for the kill with double Mishra Factory. Yeah. Okay. So, excellent. I wasted him out, and I have a Mishra's Factory. I had Mishra's Factory. So, you know, I'm happy to win. Obviously, I made these changes. I took out this stuff. I took out Ensnaring Bridge, and I think that, you know, then I faced a deck that I just had a better previous configuration. So, you know, as soon as I thought about this, I thought about this double Toxic Deluge. It seems cool, but it seems decent against that lands deck that I've played several times, but not better. I think I'm just gonna change it back right now. I mean, you know. I think the thing is, Like, I've got this one extra slot main deck, which Toxic Deluge was in, and I wonder what I could put there. I'm going to put Toxic Deluge back there. I mean, I definitely got to see how it was that game, and I never casted one. I never cast one Deluge. And it's something, you know, ensnaring bridge, you have to work around ensnaring bridge to attack with your creatures, but you can do it. Whereas Toxic Deluge, it's in your hand, and constantly you have to make the decision: do I want to keep this in my hand, or do I want to discard it to Lily? You know, I don't know. I just think Ensnaring Bridge is just better, and I really like Ensnaring Bridge. So I wonder, you know, Bottled Cloister here, Phyrexian Arena instead of Toxic Deluge. The problem, of course, with Phyrexian Arena is that you really can lose the game before Phyrexian Arena can win you the game. It's unfortunate that's true. I really want them to make a mono black planeswalker who has either an uptick ability or a 0 tick ability that says pay 1 life, draw 1 card. I mean, Jace has Brainstorm for 0. And the thing about that is it's pure card advantage because it doesn't cost you a card to get that Brainstorm. Jace Storm for I add 3 cards to my hand, put 2 back, so I'm netting a card. So I really feel like I would love to see a mono black planeswalker that could have Phyrexian Arena on it. Although there is Underworld Connections. I wonder about Underworld Connections, because that's similar to Phyrexian Arena. Same cost, except that you put it on a land. So you got to make sure you put it on a non-basic or a basic, and that you don't ever sacrifice it. Of course, then it takes a mana to activate, which, you know, I don't know. But I like this build. I like the build I've got. So awesome, we won again. So we were at 12 tickets. So after that match we were at 12. So I just got another pack, which means I'm back up to 15, which is excellent. Until next time, peace out.